Welcome back to the World Record Show on World Record Network. We just went and talked about the Sixers draft. The Flyers had their draft tonight, and we'll maybe the next video I do, we'll go into that. We talked about what the Sixers, and they lived up to their billing. Did a poor job drafting. Although the third pick in the first round, they did get Jahlil Okafor from Duke, as they needed a point guard. Lakers took D'Angelo Russell, the freshman from Ohio State, so they went with the best available. Did well there, but in the second round, they had 5 picks and got one guy that can play for them right away. And we talked a little Penn State. They have 13 recruits for 2016. Added a guy today from Maryland. Ellison Jordan from Baltimore, Maryland, defensive tackle, a position they need bad. So they've been doing very well. Now, we'll discuss the recent trip I was on. Before I discuss this, I'm prepared to get some flack for this, as I'm not the most religious guy in the world, but in the last couple years, since the passing of my uncle, if it wasn't for my church family, I probably wouldn't be doing this. I would be probably depressed, and I'd be totally different. Do I sin still? Yeah, yes. I will admit, I probably do sin every day. I just don't know what type it was and all this other stuff. I probably sin on a daily basis like everybody else. But I'm not the. But as a lot of you know me, I'm not the most religious guy. But I like helping kids, and that's where former pastor Troutman got me involved in the youth back in the late 2000s. He asked me to go on a couple trip to St. Lucia to the Yukon territories, and I just couldn't do it with taking care of my uncle with his health issues, and the timing just wasn't right. Unfortunately, with the passing of my uncle, if the opportunity presented itself, I would probably do it. And I want to say, last year sometime, I want to say maybe late 2013, sometime middle of 2014, Pastor Danny came to me and goes, I want you to go on this trip. Would you do it? And I said, let me give it some thought. So I thought about it a couple days. And I went back and I said, I'll do it. I want to do it. This is a perfect time. So I said, I'm in. And I'm glad I did it. I'd do it again. And if I could go right now, I'd go back there again or to another place. Let's tell you, first off, we'll talk about the airport and all that at the end here. That was a joke. I will say that. We get there. I want to say 2, 3 o'clock. So we didn't really do anything Thursday at all Thursday, since that was a day getting there, flying, getting settled and all that. But Friday was our first full day. And I think, yeah, we went to a village. We went to the Lily House first. That place is phenomenal. That's a place where girls that are involved in like they're like sex slaves, pretty much prostitution. Those kind are saved and are brought in, and they're learning a trade. They're learning a trade and to get back on their feet and be productive again. There's like hairstyling, baking, all kinds of stuff. Phenomenal. They did excellent job. I was really impressed there. I had like a banana smoothie one day. That was excellent. That was one of the best smoothies I ever had. Bought some jewelry. They make jewelry there. They learn how to make jewelry and all that. Just a phenomenal. What they do there is phenomenal. We helped while the girls were in there. Guys were cleaning the walls there because of the kids coloring on there. The other side they needed a place for a safe and some shelving. So the guys did that. I held some wood together so they could cut it and all that stuff. I didn't really actually build anything, but Mike Myers and Andy Smeltz and Christian they did all that. They did a phenomenal job. Uh, then in the afternoon, we went to our first village. It was like their big hangout was like right in the middle of their village. No, that was the next day. The first we went to this. We played basketball and all that. So we're getting ready to do our program. Wait, the first we went into the middle of the village. We did go into a village in the morning. Uh, and did our program. And that was pretty neat. We There was a baseball field. There was a game with the village with amongst the different villages happening, and good ball players there. I was impressed, and the kids they just come right up to you wanting to be held and want you to play with them, and we did that, and we did our program. Now that was very nice. But the Friday afternoon, that was bad. I had the case of the diarrhea, so I didn't do anything at all. So I felt like I didn't do anything productive that day. But the next day when we went and watched, we did our thing, and that went really well. The kids they sung and they had they had a blast. Had a blast. Uh, then so we didn't get to play ball. That we didn't actually get to play and hit ball, but we just like threw ball and with the kids, and that went really well. And the girls got to paint the nails and do the bracelet type thing. The next day, then we actually got to play some ball. As the one village we went to. Uh, they liked our thing again. Organized the games. They got everything split into two teams. Uh, that went really well. Uh, but again, we went to the different village. We went to the different villages. Phenomenal, phenomenal. The guy, Danielle, he was in charge of two villages. Um, Phenomenal. The guy's phenomenal. Does a phenomenal job. Played basketball with a couple with some kids. They had basketball, and that was the same day where I got the diarrhea, where we were just getting ready to do our program, and it just hit me at one time. Uh, but this guy, we met up with him at another village as well. He does helps there. He's a pastor and a phys ed teacher. Does a phenomenal job. Uh, just receptive. Uh, Sunday we got to go. This was my favorite part of the whole trip. Not just seeing the kids come up to you, but we got to uh, be a part of the their service, Sunday worship service. Uh, Phenomenal, phenomenal. You want to talk about worship? If you, we made up probably half of their congregation with our group. So there's probably about 50 people total, maybe a little bit more. The way they sung, you combine us, you might as well have said there was 3, 4, 500 people there, loud, singing, joyful song. They sang the songs that we play on Sunday mornings where I go to church. They sing it in Spanish, of course, and phenomenal. And we got in my the I played. We brought our cajon with from church, and they actually had a drum set, a couple guitars, a piano, and our me and Chris Weber and Mason and Christian. We got to play on. They wanted us to play their instrument, so I got to play their drum set, and that was awesome. I just loved it. Uh, to me, that was an honor to get to do that. And then in another country, they don't know you, and you get to play in their worship service. Wow, that that just blew my mind, and I'm just thankful I had the opportunity to do that. And to me, that was my favorite part. Besides throwing throwing ball with the kids and stuff, playing in their worship service, that was awesome. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. Um, I'm gonna continue. We're gonna take a little break here, and then we're gonna end it. Uh, this is the Lower Rickert Show, Lower Rickert Network. We're gonna continue with my experience at the Dominican. Uh, we'll be back in a couple minutes. Lower Rickert Show, Lower Rickert Network. See you in a couple minutes.